What's going on? In today's video, we're going to go over 3 ways for you to get the most out of this extended offseason and really make this year your breakout year. So for most of you basketball players, you found out that this offseason is pretty extended and you might not be starting your season until at the very earliest March 2021. And I get it, it sucks, it's frustrating, you want to play basketball, you want to be with your team, you want to enjoy the game. But in a way, it presents a very unique opportunity that no athlete, no basketball player has ever had before. This very extended offseason, and at this point, I think we're in July going into August soon here, so that's 7 or 8 months until your season begins, and that gives you a lot of time. And there's a lot of basketball players out there that are going to use this time and play video games, and there's nothing wrong with that. I play video games all the time, but if you're just sitting around not doing anything to improve your game, you're really wasting a huge opportunity for yourself. So what I want to do in this video is give you 3 easy ways to get the most out of this time and really go into next season firing on all cylinders and in a position to make this coming season your breakout year, because I know a lot of you are going for that right now. Now, the first thing, and this should be pretty obvious to all of you, is dial in your diet. This is something that so many hoopers fail to understand, and that is exactly why it presents a very unique opportunity for you. Pretty much everything else that we'll discuss, like training and recovery and things like that, most hoopers already have dialed in, or they're already working super hard in the gym, in the weight room, watching film now. They already got that stuff dialed in. It's already a pretty competitive space. You're not really separating yourself there. Sure, you can work more, or you can watch more film, but at a certain point, you can't really. Then it becomes a question of how are you actually going to separate yourself and give yourself that unfair advantage. As of right now, a lot of basketball players do not pay attention to their diet, even at the professional level, even in the highest level of the professional level, the NBA. Players still eat like crap. And some people might interpret that as, oh, nutrition doesn't really matter that much. But in reality, it just simply means it hasn't caught on yet, and it's an opportunity for you right now to actually pay attention to it, get started with it, and separate yourself from your competition. And the best thing about nutrition is that it doesn't even have to be that complicated. You literally just have to start. You don't need any fancy strategies. You don't need to meal prep every Sunday. You don't need to do any of that. You just need to start attempting to eat healthier and follow a diet that meets your energy needs and micronutrient needs and all that great stuff. And I have plenty of resources on this channel to help you do that. But hopefully this helps convince you that not many people have started with it yet, so you have a unique opportunity to give yourself a competitive advantage over that. Now, going into the second way that you can really make the most out of this extended off season is by training smart. Like I said a minute ago, everyone's training. If you're a basketball player and you're not training, you've lost already. Like, that's just kind of the average at this point. If you're not doing that, good luck. But now you gotta ask yourself, how am I going to train differently or in a better way than my competition to get more results out of it? And a mistake I see a lot of players make, and I made this mistake myself time and time again when I was playing, was just thinking they needed to train hard or train more often. And to an extent, that is true. But you also need to train smart. You need to train in a way that you can recover from and that you can consistently do over and over and over again, rather than going super hard, burning out, getting injured, and all this stuff that plagues so many basketball players today. And not only physically, but mentally, you have to understand what each training session is doing for you. Like, are you working on a specific weakness that you have? Are you working on a strength and making and mastering that strength that you have? Like, what is the goal of each training session? If you go in and just get some shots up and kind of hope that you're doing the right thing, your odds are you're probably not doing the right thing. And there are plenty of resources for that. My guy Coleman Ayers of By Any Means Basketball is a great resource. I'll link his channel up on the screen right now. And there are plenty of other great trainers out there too. But the point being, learn how to train the right way so you can recover from it, and it's actually helping you. Because if you do this the wrong way and just overdo it and run yourself into the ground, it's actually going to end up hurting you in the long run. And bonus points here, if you can dial in your training in a smart way and also pair that with a proper nutrition plan, you can compound those results that you get from each one of those individually. So I'd highly recommend taking both of those things into consideration. And then before we get into the third thing you can do, make sure you drop a like on this video if you're enjoying it so far, if it's helping you out and bringing you value. And definitely be sure to subscribe if you're new around here, because I'm posting nutrition tips and recovery tips and all that great stuff 3 times a week here on the channel. Now, getting into the third and final thing you can do to really maximize your results this offseason and put yourself in a position to have a breakout year is pay attention to recovery. This means being sure to take at least 1 off day per week. Don't run yourself into the ground, but more importantly, pay attention to the quantity and quality of the sleep that you're getting. Again, like nutrition, this is something a lot of basketball players still don't get right. They're up until 2, 3 a.m. playing video games or doing other stuff. And they're not taking advantage of perhaps the most powerful performance enhancer on the planet. If there was a drug that did everything sleep does for you, it'd probably be worth millions, if not billions of dollars. So take advantage of it. Everyone can sleep. And odds are, if you're staying up on your phone, on social media, on video games, do that earlier. Like, don't waste precious time that you could be recovering and could be you could be literally improving in your sleep. So take advantage of it. And there's 2 videos up on the channel right now walking you through some of my favorite sleep tips. So I'm going to link those up on the screen right now. And like I said, if you enjoyed this, definitely be sure you drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here. And I'll see you in that next video.